Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Patriots Field. My name is Andres Pilar. I'll be hosting tonight's game. Tonight we have an interesting matchup between the Patriots and the Terra Wolves. Here are the starting lineups. For Terra, number 15, David Nieper at shortstop. Number 1, Ian Labrador in center field. Number 17, Juan Puerta on the mound. Number 21, Damian Tamayo in left field. Number 12, Arturo Omarza on first base. Number 3, Carlos Nunez in right field. Number 10, Joanny Aracil on third base. Number 6, Jason Rodriguez in second. And behind the plate, number 9, Fernie Verde. And now, your Patriots starting lineup. Leading off, we have number 9, Henry Fernandez on second base. Followed by number 15, Jacob Bregman on first. Number 3, Keanu Rodriguez in center field. Followed by number 14, Javier Gorostola at third base. Then comes number 11, Martin Gomez in right field. Number 18, Nacer Sanchez, designated hitter. Behind the plate, we have Giancarlo Chandras, number 24. At shortstop, number 2, Adrian Vidal. And batting 9, number 4, Nico Fernandez in left field. As we begin this game, the pitcher is number 17, Adrian Perez for your Patriots. And the leadoff is number 15, David Nieper. Here's the pitch. That'll be low for ball 1. Let's see what Adrian can do here. He's got a slow start, and only one ball though. It's top of the first. Here it is. That'll be low and outside for ball 2. Nieper not at all anxious to hit the ball. He is just waiting for his pitch. Terra's ready for it. That'll be high and away for ball 4. Excuse me, ball 3. Adrian's got to get himself together here, or he will get a walk. Terra's really getting at him for this. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike 1 though. Nieper's got 3-1. Hitters count. See what he can do with it. Perez not hesitant at all. Sets up for it again. Here's the pitch. It'll be fouled off for strike 2. And just like that, Perez is back in this at bat. Here it is once again. Nieper sets up. Perez with the pitch. That'll land low for ball 4. That was a close one though. Now up for Terra. Number 1, Ian Labrador in center field. Well, Nieper's now at first base. Let's see what he does. He's taking a decent lead there. As Perez sets up here. There's the pickoff. Nieper will land safe at first though. Looked like Perez's B move. Labrador ready to hit once again. Nieper with a massive lead at first. That'll land for strike 1 in the outside corner. Labrador sets up once again. Nieper taking a nice lead at first. There's the pitch. Oh, Labrador hits it into center field, it looks like. Keanu Rodriguez is right under it, though, for the catch. Sends Nieper back to first. That'll be 1 out.
The starting pitcher, number 17, Juan Puerta.
Now up to bat for the Wolves, number 17, Juan Puerta. Also the pitcher for the Terra Wolves tonight. Perez sets up for the pitch here. Nieper with a nice lead at first. There's the pitch. That'll be very low. Nieper takes the base, but Giancarlo Chandras seems to slip behind the plate. Won't be able to recover there. Nieper takes second. That'll be ball 1 to Juan Puerta. Perez seems calm and composed now. Terra's really getting at him. Let's see what he can do here. He's got a man on second. Juan Puerta behind. Ready to hit. Here's the pitch. That'll be low and outside for ball 2. Chandras just couldn't frame that one there. Chandras relaying the sign. Here's the pitch. That'll be a very far foul ball. Down the left field side. Strike 1. The count is now 2-1 to Puerta. Perez is ready once again. Here it is. Steps off the mound after the pitch again. Nepper does not return to second. Puerta's ready for the pitch. Here it is. That'll be low for ball 3. Chandras recovers quickly and keeps Nepper at second. Juan Puerta currently has the hitter's count. Let's see what he can do with it though. He has a runner in scoring position. Let's see if he can capitalize on that moment. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 2. And just like that, Adrian Perez is back in this at bat. Puerta needs to be ready for anything here. Nepper patiently waiting at second. He's in no rush. Here's the pickoff. It'll be loose ball. Henry Fernandez could not make that catch, but it's okay. Nepper stays at second. And Perez resets here. Puerta is his main priority right now. See if he can get this out. Here's the set. Big lead at second. Here's the pitch. That'll be high and away for ball 4. That is the second walk Adrian Perez gives up. Chandras goes to talk to him on the mound. You got runner on first and second. Now up for the Wolves. Damian Tamayo, left fielder. Number 12. Excuse me, number 21. Some mound visit is ended. Got runners on first and second here. 0-0 ball game. And there's 1 out. Tamayo sets up here, ready for the pitch. Here's the pitch. That'll be high for ball 1. Terra's bench is really getting rowdy right now. Adrian does not seem to be too fazed about Terra's bench though. He's very calm. Here's the pitch. But he's high. Chandras shoots back to second. It'll be a loose ball though, and Nepper's going to take third base. Runners on first and third right now. With that loose ball by Giancarlo Chandras. Seems like there was a little miscommunication there at second base. You got runners on first and third right now. The count is 2-0 with 1 out. Tamayo's on the plate. Chandras relaying the first and third signs. Perez is ready for it. He's got a big lead at first there. Here's the pitch. It'll be a high fly ball. Looks like Javi Gorostola's right under it. And it'll be dropped. But they'll get the out at second. Seems there was a miscommunication there between shortstop and third base. That is 2 outs though. Now up, number 12, Arturo Ormaza, first baseman for the Wolves. Chantras once again sets up for the first and third play behind the plate. Adrian Perez may be able to get out of this one. Tamayo's at first base. Nepper's at third. Here's the pitch to Ormaza. That'll be in there for strike 1. Perez is ahead in the count right now. See what he can do with the rest of this at bat. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. No, he does not. He hesitates, stays back. That'll be strike 2. Looks like a hit and run situation there. 0-2 to Ormaza. Perez seems ready here. Here's the pitch. It'll be low dirt ball. It's going to get past Chantras. Nepper's going to score. Tamayo will take second base. We got runner on second. The count is 1-2, 2 outs. Terra will score. It scores now 1-0. One and 2 to Ormaza. Chantras giving the sign. Perez is now set. Small lead. Oh, but Ormaza calls time. Due up after Ormaza. Number 3, Carlos Nunez. Perez sets up. Small lead at second. Here's the pitch. It'll be high for ball 2. Chantras doing a really good job of keeping him at second base there. Ormaza does not seem hesitant. He's very patient up there. Perez steps off. Seems that there was a little miscommunication between the pitcher and the catcher. Perez once again sets up. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. That'll be fouled off over the press box. The count is 2-2. There's 2 outs. Ormaza sets up once again. Perez is ready for the pitch. Here it comes. That'll be high for ball 3. Chantras is ready here. Getting the sign from the coach. Terra's really getting on Adrian Perez right now. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 3. Blew it right by him. That concludes its first top half. We are now moving on to the bottom. Bottom of the first here, Florida Christian. Due up for your Patriots. Number 9, Henry Fernandez, followed by number 15, Jacob Bregman. Then number 3, Keanu Rodriguez. Pitching for Terra, number 17, Juan Puerta, a righty. Score is currently 1-0.
Gentlemen, let's have the defense for the Wolves from Terra. From left to right in the outfield, the left fielder is number 21, Damian Tanaka. And in center field, number 1, Ian Matador. Right fielder, number 3, Giovanni Aracino. The shortstop, number 15, David Nutley. Over at second base, number 6, Jason Rodriguez. The first baseman is number 12, Arturo Ormasa.
Perez was able to get out of that with only 1 run on the board.
Behind the plate, number 9.
See if they can recover here.
And on the mound for Terra is number 17, Juan Puerta. Puerta pitching for the Wolves.
Puerta seems to be throwing pretty hard up there.
Terra upsets us and goes and gets beat by Country Day by 6. Country Day.
Yeah, Carol.
Huh?
Carol, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. We get a 3. We're up 2. We get a 3 in the buzzer.
Yeah, I know. They did that twice in a row. Unreal.
There's a throw to second. They'll be ready to start this inning up.
Leading off Warrior Florida Christian Patriots.
Now batting, number 9, Henry
Fernandez.
Fernandez, the shortstop. Excuse me, the second baseman. Henry, a phenomenal infield defender. Let's see what he can do on the plate. He's quick and he's smart. So, as Puerta sets up here. It's going from the windup. Here's the delivery. That'll be in there for ball 1. It's a little low. Henry didn't even bother even swinging at it. Here's the pitch again. That'll be in there for strike 1 though. Looked a little inside. Fernandez not phased at all, as that'll be up for ball 2. Fernandez is once again ready. See what the second baseman can do here. Puerta sets up. Here's the pitch. That'll be a nice line drive down second base for a hit. Solid single by Henry Fernandez. Now up for your Patriots. Number 15, the first baseman, Jacob Bregman. Jacob Bregman, an electric hit machine, just non-stop. He's done phenomenal in the past couple of days. Let's see what he can do here. Henry taking an aggressive lead at first. Here's the pitch. He spits it away low and outside for ball 1.
Now becomes a fielder's choice because you got the out at second. You got the out at second. Yeah, you're good.
Bregman ready for the pitch once again. Puerta sets up. He's going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. He'll be way behind it for ball strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. That's strike 1. Count is 1-1. No outs. Henry Fernandez is at first base. Here's the pitch. Henry takes off. He is going to be thrown out at second base. Fernie Verde with a tremendous throw. That is the catcher. That was a ball. The count is now 2-2. That was a high pitch. 2-1. Sorry. I don't know why I keep saying 2-2. But here's the pitch. That'll be low and outside, just barely for ball 3. Patriots dugout is really getting on him for this one. Puerta's got a lot of pressure here. Here's the pitch. That'll be outside for ball 4. Jacob Bregman will take first base. Now up, the absolute powerhouse that we've been talking about previously to this, Keanu Rodriguez, the center fielder. Number 3. This kid's an absolute beast up there on the plate. Just a major threat. UM commit. Let's see what he can do here. Runner on. That'll be up for ball 1. This is a dangerous lefty on home plate, ladies and gents. Puerta sets up. There's a pickoff. That looks like a move. Jacob will land safe though. Count is now 1-1 with 1 out. Keanu sets up. Here's a pitch from Puerta. That'll be a nice line drive in the gap. And it'll be dropped by the left fielder. Jacob Bregman will take third base. Keanu will take second. That's an extreme double there. That's a hit. He didn't touch it. Keanu with a nice hit there over left field. That was Damian Tamayo in left field. Just missed that ball.
The third baseman, number 14, Javier Gorostola.
Now up for your Patriots, number 14, the third baseman, Javier Gorostola. You got runners on second and third right now. 2 ducks in the pond with 1 out here. Florida Christian should be able to get on this moment. Just be ready for it. Due up after Gorostola, number 11, Martin Gomez. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 1. Blew it right by him. Javi didn't even bother swinging there. Got 1 out in the bottom of the first. Javi is an FIU commit. Just an excellent third baseman overall. Excellent defensive and offensive player. Here's the pitch. That'll be fouled off into the playground, it looks like. That'll be strike 2. Count is now 0-2 with 1 out here. Patriots field. Just a beautiful night for baseball overall. Puerta getting his composure back. He sets up for the pitch. Here it comes. That'll be low and outside for ball 1. Patriots immediately ragging on him for that. Got runners on first and third here. 2 ducks in the pond. Gorostola, this is a perfect moment for him. Let's see what he can do here. Here's the pitch. That'll be low for ball 2. Dug down right before home. Javi, you ready for the pitch here? Put that from the stretch. That'll be fouled off. Right over the stands. Counts 2-2. Got 1 out here. Got runners on first and third. Excuse me, second and third. Puerta sets up. Here's the pitch. That'll be a nice line drive right to second base, though. Keanu will go back to second base so safely. Just barely in the nick of time. Beautiful play there by Jason Fernandez.
All right, fielder number 11, Martin Gomez.
Jason Rodriguez, I should say. Second baseman for Terra Wolves. Now up to hit, number 11, Martin Gomez. Right fielder for your Patriots. Two outs here at Patriots Field. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch to Martin Gomez. That'll land low and outside for strike 1. Beautiful hit by Javi. It was just Justin Rodriguez's reach there. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 2. Puerta's really on top of him right now. Martin Gomez needs to do something quick or else the inning will end. Here's the pitch. That'll be low, but just barely. Ball 1. Terra bench is not happy about that one. Puerta sets up once again. Here's the pitch. That'll be a nice line drive. It'll go foul though into the visitors' bullpen. Counts 1 and 2 here. 2 outs. Puerta sets up once again. Here's the pitch. That'll be low though. Ball 2. We got runners on second and third here. Keanu Rodriguez on second. Jacob Bregman on third.
Between innings, the protocol master. That's for eating or drinking.
Mound visit here between Puerta and Fernie Verde. Fernie Verde had a spectacular throw out at second earlier. Threw out Henry Fernandez at second, caught him stealing, get out number 1. Here's Martin Gomez. He's got 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That'll be a nice little chopper to shortstop. Shortstop seems like he's got it though. That'll be out number 3. We move on to the top of the second. Terra, 1. Your Patriots, 0.
Fans in the stands, your attention please. Just a reminder, please be safe out there. Keep your mask on throughout the whole entire match here. Again, fans in the stand, throughout the game, we ask you please keep your mask on if you're going to be behind home plate and just amongst us here at the ballpark. For everybody's safety. And the only rule here is if you're eating or drinking, you can obviously go ahead and put that mask down. Outside of that, please keep your mask on. Now let the boys play. We thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, so we're back. Adrian Perez once again on the mound here. Warming up. Patriots had a nice inning there. They just couldn't manage to score. Got 2 hits that inning. Keanu Rodriguez had an absolute shot to left field. Just cleared the left fielder who was tracking it. We also had Henry Fernandez's nice liner over right over second base. Due up for the Wolves. Excuse me. Due up for the Wolves, number 3, Carlos Nunez. Followed by number 10, Joanny Aracil. Followed by number 6, Jason Rodriguez. So as the top of the second begins, we have number 3, Carlos Nunez, the right fielder, hitting for Terra. Press seems ready here. Here's the pitch coming from the windup. That'll be in there for strike 1. A little outside there. 0-1 to Nunez. Here's the pitch again. That'll be high and outside though for ball 1. Nunez seems ready up there. Doesn't even warm up, take any swings. Here's the pitch. That's a nice curveball, but it'll land just outside for ball 2. Perez once again coming from the windup. The Terra bench is really getting on him. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 2. Nice outside pitch framed by Giancarlo Chandras. Counts 2-2 to Nunez. Here's the pitch once again. That'll be just barely a ball. Count is now 3-2. Nunez has got a full count here. Perez ready for the pitch, wind up. That'll be a nice line drive in the 5-5 hole. For a single. Nunez is on first. There's no outs. And now batting, number 10, Joanny Aracil, the third baseman.
The third baseman, number 10, Joanny Aracil.
Could be a possible double play here. See what Aracil is able to do. That's a quick pitch. Pick off. Perez keeping Nunez at first. Aracil seems ready. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Strike 1. Perez sets up once again, run on first. That'll be a very low dirt ball. Chandras able to block it, but he just rolls away. Nunez will safely get to second. That'll be ball 1. Count is now 1-1. Perez needs to bring that pitch up. That's a very tough pitch to block there. It'll be a mound visit by Ricky Macias. Count is 1-1. No outs here at Patriots Field. Nunez is on second. Due up for the Wolves. Number 6, Jason Rodriguez, followed by number 9, Fernie Bede. And then we'll go back to the top of the lineup, where David Nepper will be the number 3 hitter in this inning. Aracil ready for it. Perez sets up. Here's the pitch. It'll be a bunt. That'll be a bunt right to Perez, though. Perez slips. Fernandez will be there at first, though, for the assistance. That'll be out number 1. Nunez did move to third, though. Spectacular recovery there by Perez. Good job by Henry Fernandez to get to first base there.
Baseman number 6, Jason Rodriguez.
Now up, number 6, the second baseman, Jason Rodriguez. One out here at Patriots Field. Runner on third. Perez may be able to hold him off here. There's a pitch, fouled off. That'll be strike 1. Count is 0-1 with 1 out to Jason Rodriguez. Perez sets up here. Jacob Bregman was creeping there, expecting a possible bunt. Jason Rodriguez made a spectacular play earlier. Nice liner hit to him by Javi Gorostola. Perez steps off once again. Chantras is going to go talk to him. Top of the second here. Terra 1. Your Patriots 0. There's 1 out. The count is 0-1. As Perez sets up to deliver to Jason Rodriguez here. Here's the pitch. That'll be high. Ball 1. Rodriguez is ready here. Perez is set. Here's the pitch. That'll be a chopper to shortstop. Vidal will make the play at first, and he'll be out. Spectacular play between Vidal and Jacob Bregman there. Jacob Bregman with a spectacular pick. Vidal has some nice hands, let me tell you. Very good hands for a shortstop. Just an athlete overall. Jacob Bregman did a spectacular job there with that pick. Now up for the Wolves, number 9, the catcher, Fernie Verde. 2 outs here. That'll be strike 1 from Perez. Terra did manage to score another run. Score is now 2-0. Perez going from the windup here. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That'll be low for ball 1. 2 outs here at Patriots Field. Terra 2. Patriots 0. Verde coming from Verde ready for it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One and 2 to Fernie Verde. Perez coming from the windup here. Verde calls time just barely before Perez sets up for the pitch. Starting from the windup, Perez comes in. The delivery. That'll be a nice fly ball by Verde. Nico Fernandez is tracking it down, and he will get the out. So that'll be it here. We're moving on to the bottom of the second. Score. Terra Wolves 2. Florida Christian Patriots 0. Due up for your Patriots. Nacer Sanchez, followed by Giancarlo Chandras and Adrian Vidal. But that once again comes out to the bump as he warms up.
Hey, who's leading it off for us here?
Nacer.
Nacer, right? Thank you.
So far, Puerta has given up 2 hits. Adrian Perez has given up 1. As he finishes his warm-up here, here comes the throw down to second. And now up for your Patriots. Number 18, the designated hitter, Nacer Sanchez. Puerta coming in from the windup. Here's Nico Sanchez. The pitch. That'll be blown by him for ball 1. A little high and away there. Sanchez is ready for it. Here's the pitch from Puerta. That'll be in there for strike 1. Some heat on the outside corner. Nico does not seem fazed by it though, as he sets up once again. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 2. Nico needs to do something quickly, or it'll be strike 3. Here's the pitch. That'll be just barely high and away for ball 2. Count is 2-2. Sanchez does not look like he wants to swing the bat right now. Let's see if that changes though. Here it comes. The pitch. That'll be a wild dirt ball. Ball 3. 3-2 is the count. Nico Sanchez. The windup. There's a pitch, and Nico will swing at a ball above his head. That'll be strike 3. 1 out here at Patriots Field.
The catcher, number 24, Giancarlo Chandras.
Now up, number 24, the catcher, Chantras. This is a phenomenal defender behind the plate. Previous game against Archbishop McCarthy, he had 2 solid line drives. See if he can carry that momentum onto this game. Here's the pitch. Aggressive swing for strike 1. Just barely misses it though. Chantras does not seem hesitant here. He steps into the plate. Counts 0-1 with 1 out. Here it comes. The pitch. A nice little movement ball there, it looks like. That'll be in there, strike 2. Chantras did not swing at that pitch. Let's see. He's got 2 strikes right now, so he's really just defending the strike zone here. Here's the windup. Fouled off. Stay at strike 2. Chantras is not going down without a fight. Here comes a pitch to Giancarlo Chandras. It'll be an off-speed pitch. Chantras will ground it to shortstop. That'll be out.
The shortstop, number 2, Adrian Vidal.
As Chantras grounds out, now up number 2, Adrian Vidal, the shortstop. Made a nice play earlier in the game. Seems ready to hit. Here comes the delivery from Puerta. That'll be a wild pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Your score is Terra Wolves 2, Florida Christian Patriots 0. The count is 1-0 with 2 outs. Vidal is ready for the pitch. Puerta's going to deliver here. That'll be high and away though for ball 2. Puerta throwing a nice speed here. If he finds a strike zone, he can do a lot of damage. Two 2-0 to Vidal here. Patriots bench is getting rowdy. Trying to cheer on their teammate here. Got nobody on. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there low and outside for strike 1. 2-1 to Vidal. He was waiting on that strike. It just Wasn't his there. Didn't like it. See if Puerta gives him something you can take somewhere. There it is, the pitch. Vidal will get a nice piece of that ball. It'll be right under to center field, though. Center fielder easily catches it. That'll be Ian Labrador on that play. As we move on to the top of the third here at Patriots Field. Your Patriots, 0. Terra Wolves, 2. As we open up the third, once again, Adrian Perez is on the mound.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
As Perez is warming up, due up for the Wolves. Number 15, David Nepper, followed by number 1, Ian Labrador. Then Juan Puerta will be following him.
Well, we'll get it from half court. About 10 months, so we'll get it from half court.
Chantras is ready for the throwdown as we begin the top of the third here.
Leading off the top of the third inning, the shortstop, number 15, David Nepper.
Leading off for the Wolves, number 15, David Nepper. Shortstop had a nice, got walked earlier in the game. There's the pitch, he shows bunt. It'll be high and outside though. Who's pull it away. That's ball 1. That'll be very high for ball 2. Here's a pitch. That'll be a wild pitch in the dirt for ball 3. Nipper has a 3-0. He's probably being told to wait for a strike here. That'll be in there for strike 1 though. Perez back in it. 3-1 is your count. Perez coming from the windup here. Here's the pitch. That'll be high and inside for ball 4. Nipper once again getting walked.
Center fielder, number 1, Ian Labrador.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 1, Ian Labrador. Nipper taking a very aggressive lead at first. Perez seems to be ready. Here it comes. That'll be in there for strike 1. Looks like a nice outside pitch too. Adrian is throwing a phenomenal game right now. He's allowed 2 runs. There's a pick. Nipper will land safely though. Labrador ready. Perez doing a very good job keeping Nipper there. Nipper taking an aggressive lead. That'll be very inside for ball 1. Counts 1-1. Labrador had to move out of the way for that one. Perez steps off the mound to reset. Labrador is ready for the pitch. Nipper has a very aggressive lead at first. as a leadoff. It's a very good thing. There's a pitch. Labrador will be way ahead. That'll be strike 2. Seems like he pulled his head out. Perez coming from the stretch here. Sets up. Here's the pitch. Nepper's taking off. Labrador swings. Looks like it'll be a hit and run situation here. Nepper will make it safely to second. Labrador is out. That'll be 1 out for your Patriots. Now up, number 17, the pitcher, Juan Puerta. You got Nepper at second here. Perez sets up for the pitch. Here it comes. That'll be low outside corner. Ball 1. One out for the Wolves here. Looks like a daylight move. Perez did not react on time though. Never made it safely as well. Vidal once again relaying the signs to Perez. Puerta's ready to hit here. Nepper taking a smaller lead now. Here's the pitch. That'll be high for ball 2. Perez is ready once again. Nepper has a small lead at second. There's a pitch. That'll be in there outside for ball strike 1. Counts 2-1. 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd. Perez sets up once again. Nepper keeping him very close lead there. That'll be fouled off. Strike 2. Puerta's fighting there. Perez is giving him something to hit. Vidal keeping Nepper on second base at a very, very short leash. Nepper taking a bigger lead now. Henry's creeping. Here's the pitch. That'll be blocked by Chandras. That'll be ball 3. Ball in the dirt for Perez. The count is now 3-2 with 1 out. Got a man on second. Puerta's ready to hit. He's full count. Here's the pitch. That'll be fouled off. Puerta stays in this at bat once again. Vidal relaying the signs in deep shortstop to Perez. Who knows what goes on here. Nepper taking a big lead once again at second. Henry's creeping. Here's the pitch from Perez. That'll be in there. It'll be just away for ball 4, excuse me. And Puerta will take first base. Runners on first and second here. You got Nepper on second, Puerta on first, and it looks like there will be a mound visit. Adrian Perez will be done through a good 3 innings. Now pitching, number 13, Nicolas Pino. An aggressive lefty. Very good movement on his off speed. Coach Bregman seems to be talking to his players. Make sure they're on the same page here. Same thing for Coach Fred over here with Terra. Making sure all his batters are on the same page. Chantras goes to talk to Pino. Pino's warming up.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Florida Christian, number 13, Nick Pino. Pino pitching for the Patriots.
Runners on first and second here, as the Wolves once again set up to hit. Due up for the Terra Wolves. Number 21, Damian Tamayo, the left fielder. He missed a pop fly earlier in the game. Keanu Rodriguez hit an absolute rocket over there. Just barely missed it though. Tracked it down very well. He's got runners on first and second here. Very good chance of possibly 2 RBIs. Pino sets up for the pitch. Here it comes. It'll be fouled off for strike 1. 1 out here at Patriots Field. Terra, 2. Your Patriots, 0. Nicolas Pino sets up once again. Here's the pitch. It'll be a nice off-speed for strike 2. Just fell out of the strike zone like nothing. Tamayo missed it. Pino sets up once again with runners on first and second. He sets up. Here it comes. That'll be in there, low and outside, just outside the outside corner. That'll be ball 1. Chantras goes up to the mound, gives Pino a little talk.
Flash photography is not allowed, and again, flash photography is not allowed. Please take a flash off if you can't take a picture.
Pino once again ready. Tamayo sets up once again for the at-bat. Pino's going from the stretch. Looks like the infield's playing deep. Pino sets up once again. Here it comes the pitch. That'll be a low ball. Count is now 2-2 with 1 out. Chandra's doing a great job behind the plate blocking all the balls. It's an absolute wall back there. Like Pino steps off the mound, gains his composure once again. Here he comes. Let's see if they hit him with the curveball. Sets up. Here's a pitch. That'll be a nice flying drive down second base. Keanu gets the ground ball. Takes it right back into the infield. Vidal with the possession of the ball. The bases are now loaded. Nice dribbler there by Tamayo right up the infield.
The first baseman, number 12, Arturo Ortasa.
Now up for the Wolves. Number 12, Arturo Ormaza, the first baseman. Got bases loaded here. Pino's got to get himself out of a very sticky situation. See if he can do it. Bases loaded. Corners are playing even with the bag. Here's the pitch. That'll be very high for ball 1. Pino comes set. Here's the pitch. That'll be way high for ball 2. It's a wild pitch as well. Pino rushes home. Protect. Giancarlo very good on the reaction there. Prevents the runner from coming home. Count is now 2-0. That wild pitch. I'll go in between innings. Pino sets up as Terra's chanting him out here. That'll be high for ball 3. The Terra bench is really getting rowdy right now as bases are loaded. Top of the 3rd here at Patriots Field. We got 1 out. The count is 3-0. Bases are loaded. Nicolas Pino with the delivery. That'll be a nice line drive right over second base. Vidal's got it though. Adrian Vidal with a nice play. That's 2 outs for your Patriots. Pino has the chance to get us out of a very sticky situation here.
Right fielder, number 3, Carlos.
Now up for the Wolves, number 3, Carlos Nunez, the right fielder. Pino sets up. Here's the pitch. And he will hesitate there, as he did go. Yes, he did. That'll be strike 1. Pino ahead of the count right now, 0-1 with 2 outs. Come set. Here it is, the pitch. That'll be a nice curveball. Swing and miss for 0-2. Just a beautiful chase pitch by Nicolas Pino. Just hung right over the zone and dropped like it was nothing. Here we go, 0-2. Pino has a major advantage right now. Can he finish while remaining keeping Terra scoreless in the inning? Here it is, the pitch. Once again, the loose ball though, and Terra will score. The chase pitch deemed effective, but just Chandras was not able to block it. Pass ball causes Terra to score once again. The score is now 3-0 Terra. Bases are loaded.
Third baseman, number 10, Giovanni Aracin.
Now up for the Terra Wolves, number 10, Giovanni Aracin. Third baseman. Bases are once again loaded. Pino can still get out of this inning. Phenomenal pitching by him. It was just rough pitch to block there. Unfortunately, it passed. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch by Pino. That'll be called for strike 1. Pino sets up once again. Here's the pitch. That'll be up and away for ball 1. Pino slightly inconsistent in the zone here. If he's able to find the zone, he will be unstoppable. Especially with that disgusting off-speed pitch he has. It's just... Here's the pitch. There it is. Low ball. Batter did not commit to that ball. That'll be 2-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Arasil has a chance to do something very damaging right now. Just a line drive over the infield would maybe put 2 runs on the board. Terra once again chanting. Trying to get into Pino's head, but here it comes. That'll be ball 3. Up and away. Count is now 3-1 with 2 outs. Araceli is just waiting for his pitch. He's got hitter's count though. He's ready to commit here. Pino sets up. The pitch. That'll be fouled off. Strike 2. Pino's once again in the game. He's got a full count. Anything can happen here. He has that phenomenal chase pitch he can use. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Let's see what he does. As he walks back to the pitcher's mound here. Arasil ready once again. Pino sets up. Here's the pitch. That'll be very high for ball 4. As that'll be walk number 2 by Nicolas Pino. Chandras goes up to talk to Pino. The score is now 4-0. Terra Wolves.
Second baseman, number 6, Jason Rodriguez.
Now up for the Wolves. Number 6, Jason Rodriguez. Second baseman. Made a couple nice plays already. Let's see what Pino can do here. Hopefully he can finish the inning. The bases are loaded as Pino comes to a set. And here's the pitch. That'll be swing and a miss by Rodriguez for strike 1. Pino's main goal here is to keep Rodriguez off balance, as he has multiple pitches up his sleeve. Let's see what he can do here. Can he capitalize on this moment? Pino comes to a set with bases loaded. The pitch. That'll be low on the outside corner for ball 1. Pino's just missing low and outside multiple times. It's just a small adjustment here. See if Chandras can help him out behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Pino with a nice throw, but that'll be lined into center field. Keanu going home. They're committing home. Keanu's going to nail it in the dirt. And 2 runs will score. As it'll be first and third here. The score is now 6-0 Terra. Pino's having a rough time up there on the bump. Let's see if he can get out of this situation here. As Coach Bregman walks up to the mound. It's just been a rough day. And it looks like Pino will be done for the day, as number 22, Joshua Obando, will be coming in. And we'll be right back. And we are back as Joshua Obando is on the mound here with runners on first and third. Now batting number 9, Fernie Verde, the catcher for Terra. Here's the pitch, and they will take off, but no, Chanti will hold him there as Giancarlo Chandras does a very good job holding him back. One and 0 to Verde. Here's the pitch. That'll be a swing and a miss for ball strike 1. Counts 1-1. Pitchers have got 2 outs here. Bondo sets up once again. That'll be high and inside for ball 2. Fernie Verde will be followed by number 15, David Nipper, top of the lineup. As Obando sets up here. Here's the pitch. That'll be high. Verde will chase though. That'll be strike 2. Let's see what Verde does here. As Joshua Obando sets up. Here's the pitch. That'll be a nice curveball for strike 3. That'll end the inning, folks. Your Patriots 0, the Terra Wolves 6. We will now move on to the bottom of the third, excuse me.
Yeah, because he went neck and neck with Maddie. And Maddie honestly pitched just as good that game played. Yeah, on a pitch count, by the way, like it's
Put that once again on the bump for the Wolves. Due up for your Patriots, Adrian Vidal, followed by Nico Fernandez. Then we move back to the top of the lineup, Henry Fernandez. And we will be right back. Now batting for your Patriots, number 4, Nico Fernandez, the left fielder. But they're coming in from the windup here. Here's the pitch. Nico will foul it off. That'll be strike 1. But that's bringing in the heat. Nico's just able to fight it off though. But they're coming from the windup. Here's the pitch. Nico will be just behind it though. That'll be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Umpire says he fouled it off. The pitch from Puerta. That'll be a very, very, very early curveball. Nico will be able to swing though. It'll be a loose ball, strikeout. Nico will be thrown out at first for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 9, Adrian Fernandez.
Now up the top of the lineup, number 9, Henry Fernandez. Had a nice single to start off the game earlier. See what he can do this inning. See what he can do here. Here's the pitch. That'll be high and outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. That'll be a very low ball. Looked like a wild pitch in the dirt. 2-0 to Henry Fernandez. That winds up. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 2-1 to Henry Fernandez with 1 out. That sets up for the pitch. Here it comes. Henry fouled off once again. 2-2 with 1 out. Fernandez is ready. Here's the pitch. That'll be a fly ball right over second base. Jason Rodriguez will get the out though. Now up, Jacob Bregman, number 15. There's a pitch. That'll be low for ball 1. Here's the pitch once again. Nice hit. Jason Rodriguez will not be able to make the plate. Jacob Bregman will have a single. Jacob Bregman has been on twice today. Got walked earlier. And now, the monster himself, Keanu Rodriguez, just nailed the ball into left field earlier. Let's see what he can do right now. See if he can get another double on the board. He's got a runner on. See what happens here. Patriots bench is getting quite rowdy here as Bregman takes his lead at first. Puerta with the pitch. Keanu Rodriguez will be just behind it as Puerta blows it by him for strike 1. That was a nice outside pitch. Swing and a miss by Keanu Rodriguez there. Jacob Bregman once again taking a nice lead at first. Puerta comes to a set and there's a pitch. That'll be just low and outside for ball 1. Just barely nailed that outside corner there. Jacob Bregman still at first. Count is 1-1 with 2 outs here. There's a pitch by Puerta. Keanu swings at a high one there, high and outside. That'll be strike 2. Ball 1, strike 2. Keanu ready once again. Here's the pitch from Puerta. Keanu will swing at a low and outside pitch. That'll be ball strike 3. That'll conclude bottom of the 3rd. We now move on to the top of the 4th.
I think it's we can see. That's all that is. Yeah, it's one minute.
Obando is once again on the mound as he warms up.
I go watch those Super Bowl halftime performance. Like, so bad.
As Obando warms up. Due up for the Wolves, number 15, David Nepper. Followed by number 1, Ian Labrador, and Juan Puerta.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Terra, a shortstop, number 15, David Nepper.
Now for the Wolves, the shortstop, number 15, David Nepper. Obando comes up here. There's a pitch. That'll be nailing the outside corner for strike 1. Very nice pitch from Joshua Obando.
We should have allowed chairs looking at
Obando sets up once again. Here's the pitch. That'll be a little high for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Obando coming up. Fouled off by Nepper. Obando now has 2 strikes on him. The count is 1-2. An update on your score. Terra 6, your Patriots 0. Here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Obando. That'll be a nice off-speed, fouled off just barely in the visitors' bullpen. Count is 1-2 here at Patriots Field. Here's the pitch from Obando. That'll be a nice chase pitch outside for strike 3. Obando will get the out. Now up, number 1, the center fielder, Ian Labrador.
The center fielder, number 1, Ian Labrador.
Obando sets up to throw the first pitch to Labrador. Here it comes. Nice little off speed. Vidal's got it though. Just barely missed it though. Jacob Bregman had to get off the bag for that. And Labrador will land safe at first.
Yeah, it's on the throw. It's not third base. Yeah, not third base. But there, Bregman uses that.
Labrador will make it safely to first with 1 out.
A starting pitcher, number 17.
Now up, number 17, the pitcher, Juan Puerta. Puerta has a nice opportunity here to move some runners. See what he can do with it.
The worst case scenario is
Obando coming from the stretch here. Here's a pitch. That'll be high and outside corner for ball 1. Ripper, as we call him around here, sets up once again. Here's the pitch. Puerta commits, but just pulls away right on time. That'll be ball 2. A little high. Terra's getting on Ripper once again. That'll be ball 3. A loose ball in the dirt there. 3-0 to Puerta. There's a very good chance that he is taking a pitch here. So this is a very good opportunity for Josh Obando to just land a strike in there and get a charity pitch. There it is, strike 1. Puerta was convinced that he was going to take that base, but Ripper kept him right there. Obando sets up once again, coming from the stretch. Hitters count to Puerta. Here comes a pitch. Nepper takes off the steal. It will be fouled off though. That is Ian Labrador on first base. My apologies. Obando sets up once again to the 3-2 count. Puerta rips one, but it'll land foul. Puerta's on top of Ripper here. Obando needs an alternative. Some off-speed pitches. He needs to sprinkle them in there, but on a 3-2 count, it's kind of tough. It's a do-or-die kind of situation. Labrador on first. Ripper checks him. Labrador will make it safely. Ripper with the pitch. Nice hit by Puerta. Keanu Rodriguez seems to be under it though. Keeps Labrador at first. That'll be out number 2. Now up for your Terra. Number 21, Damian Tamaño, a left fielder. Ripper's doing a very good job of keeping Labrador at first base, preventing a possible hit from scoring a run there. Labrador's taking off. Chandras shoots. Henry Fernandez will get the tag, but it will be called safe. Labrador just barely makes it. That'll be ball 1 to Tamayo. It was a high and outside pitch there. Ripper sets. Here's the pitch. That'll be fouled high. Jacob Bregman seems to be under it. Chandras crashes into the visiting dugout. That'll be strike 1. So it appears that Jacob Bregman was following the ball, but Chandras was more under it. Was not able to make the play though. Got runner on second here. Counts 1-1 with 2 outs. Tamayo's ready here. Labrador has some wheels on him. May be able to take third. There's a pitch. That'll be in there for strike 2. Patriots bench is ready for this crazy strikeout to go on. But let's see what happens here. Ripper sets. Here's the pitch. That'll be high for ball 2. Tamayo's in no rush here. He's waiting for his perfect pitch to send it somewhere. Let's see if Ripper can give it to him. Terra bench is talking it up once again. Obando sets. Here's the pitch. That'll be a low ball. The count is now full. 3-2. 2 outs here in Patriots field. Labrador's in second base. Tamayo is currently hitting. Good chance of moving him in. Obando sets up. Tamayo takes off. Labrador takes third on the early break. And Tamayo will get walked. That'll be ball 4. 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 12, Arturo Ormasa.
Now up, the first baseman, number 12, Arturo Ormasa. Obando's got himself in a tight situation here. Runners on first and third. There's a good chance that the runner on first will take off. Let's see what happens here. Ormasa's confident up there in the plate as Obando comes to set up. Here's the pitch. Chandras is keeping Tamayo there. That'll be strike 1. 0-1 to Ormasa. Obando checks the first baseman. Bregman checks third as well. Peeking over there. Third makes a little hesitation there. Tries to force a throw. There's a pitch. That'll be outside for ball 1. Chanta's doing a great job behind the plate, blocking as many balls as he can. 1-1 to Ormasa. As Obando here sets up. Checks him once again. First baseman does land safe. And that's Tamayo on first base. On third is Ian Labrador. Obando sets up, checks once again. He's making sure that Tamayo does not commit to second base. Let's see what happens here when he commits home. Obando sets up to throw home. Here comes a pitch. That'll land outside, but Ormasa will swing. That'll be strike 2. So the count is now 1-2 with 2 outs. Obando sets up. Good chance he checks first once again. Nope, the pitch. Ormasa gets a good piece of that one. It's going to be in the gap. Nico Fernandez looks like he's under it. And yes, he is. That'll be out number 3. That'll conclude the top of the 4th. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th. As the Patriots begin their signature song. Due up for your Patriots, Javi Gorostola, followed by Martin Gomez and Nasir Sanchez. We'll be right back. Leading it off for your Patriots, number 14, Javier Gorostola. Javi lined out to second base earlier. See if the result is different here. Nice grounder. That'll be in the 5-6 hole. Javi will land with a single. And that brings up number 11, Martin Gomez.
Oh, right fielder, number 11, Martin Gomez.
Martin Gomez, he's a beast. Not much more you can say about him, really. It's just overall tremendous player. As Javi takes a lead on first, there's Puerta. That'll be high and inside for ball 1. Puerta is bringing the heat as the Patriots bench starts to get riled up here. Here comes the pitch. That'll land in the inside corner. And it'll be called for ball 1. 1-1 is your count to Martin Gomez. With no outs here at Patriots Field. Puerta sets up for the pitch. Here it comes. That'll be high and inside yet again. 3-0 to Martin Gomez. The Patriots are getting crazy out here. They really want this run. They really want this walk right now. I would put runners on first and second. Gorostola takes his lead. Puerta comes set. The pick. Gorostola will come back safely. Good job there by Puerta to check the first base runner. Make sure he does not take off on the 3-0 count. Martin Gomez doesn't seem to be waiting for anything. It looks like he may take one strike here. Here's the pitch. That'll be low and outside for ball 4. And that'll bring up number 18, Nacer Sanchez, the designated hitter. You've now got runners on first and second here. No outs. And a very good hitter on the plate. There it is. Fouled off by Nacer Sanchez. Not the smartest decision, coming to the fact that he just threw 4 balls in a row. But he may have had a plan there. Puerta sets up. Here's the pitch. Nacer Sanchez will swing and miss to the low pitch. That'll be strike 2. He's really hurting after that one. He needs to find common ground here and just take a pitch somewhere. Got runners on first and second right now. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 to Nacer Sanchez as Puerta just blows it by him. Swing and a miss. That'll be out number 1. Now up, number 24, Giancarlo Chandras. But it looks like there's going to be a mound visit. The Wolves are having a little meeting there in pitcher's mound. Let's see what happens here.
Number 24, Giancarlo Chandras.
The catcher, Giancarlo Chandras. As we've got runners on first and second here with 1 out. Here's a pitch. Fouled off by Chandras. Looks like he's pulling his head out a little bit. Puerta sets up once again. And the check. He's got him. Caught Martin Gomez leaning. That'll be out number 2. And it looks like Gorostola will take third. But he will be called out too. Everybody's a little bit confused here about what just happened. Looks like a lack of baseball IQ there. Let's see if the Patriots can recover. We move on to the top of the 5th. Everyone's still trying to wrap their heads around what just went on there. It's just a lack of self-awareness, but we move on. On the mound once again, number 22, Joshua Obando. Your score is Terra Wolves 6, your Patriots 0. As we move into the top of the 5th here. Warming up the pitcher, Matthew Say.
Fielder number 3, Carlos Nunez.
Now up for Terra, number 3, the right fielder, Carlos Nunez. Let's see what he can do here against Obando. As Obando's going from the windup. He comes set. There's the pitch. That'll be in there in the low outside corner for strike 1. Obando once again coming from the windup. That's a nice movement ball there. Outside for strike 2. It's one of his best pitches right there, that little curveball he has. Just a lethal chase pitch. And he comes in once again. Hard fastball. Giancarlo Chandras will block it. It goes loose and he will be out. That'll be out number 1. Great job, Giancarlo Chandras behind the plate. Now up, number 10, Johanny Aracil, the third baseman. As Ripper sets up once again from the windup, here it comes. That'll be in there low and outside for ball 1. Ripper once again is set up. Coming from his windup. Here he comes. There's the pitch. That'll be in there just painting the outside corner for strike 2. Count is 1-1. No. Excuse me, the count is 0-2. Here comes a pitch. That'll be in there up for ball 1. 1 out here at Patriots Field. Obando sets up once again. Here's the pitch. Nice hit by Nunez there. Keanu Rodriguez will catch it though. That'll be out number 2. As number 6, Jason Rodriguez comes up to the plate, the second baseman. Obando once again coming from the windup. Jason will pop it up. Justin Bregman seems to be behind it, but Henry Fernandez will make the catch. We now move into the bottom of the 5th.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Florida Christian fans, keeping an eye on our alumni. Florida Christian pitching alumni Matt Fernandez has just won his first collegiate game over at FIU, finding he's pitched no runs, 1 ball, and 5 strikeouts. A shutout victory for Matt Fernandez as he picks up his first victory with FIU.
Puerta once again on the mound. He's thrown 5 innings. Due up for your Patriots, Giancarlo Chandras, followed by Adrian Vidal and Nico Fernandez. To recall, last inning Giancarlo Chandras was left on the plate after that error, base running error by Martin Gomez and Javi Gorostola. As we move into the 5th here. Previously, Chandras grounded out to short. Let's see if he can recover from that. Now up, number 24, the catcher, Giancarlo Chandras. Just an absolute wall behind the plate. It's probably the best way you can put it. Doesn't let any balls past him. Very athletic behind the plate. Tremendous hitter as well. Here's the pitch from Puerta. Chandras with a nice hit. Jason Rodriguez seems to field it though, and that'll be an out.
Shortstop, number 2.
He's now followed by Adrian Vidal, the shortstop. Vidal recently flew out in his previous at-bat. See, his bench is expecting a nice hit right now. Let's see if he can deliver. Puerta with the pitch. That'll be very inside for ball 1. Puerta's thrown a lot of pitches today. 5 total innings so far. Well, really 5 1/3 right now. So, see what he's got here. The pitch. That'll be out there for ball. Oh, strike 1. My apologies. Umpire called it a little late. So your count is 1-1 with 1 out here at Patriots Field. This Puerta sets up for the pitch. There it goes. Vidal with a nice chopper. Shortstop's got it easily though. That'll be out number 2. And now up, number 4, Nico Fernandez, the left fielder. Made a nice play earlier. Struck out in his previous at-bat in the 3rd inning. See if things change now. The pitch from Puerta. Nico with a nice hit. And it'll drop in right field. Nico looks like he wants to take second though. He will take second. That'll be a double. That will be a double.
Second baseman, number 9, Henry Fernandez.
Now up, number 9, Henry Fernandez. Puerta sets up once again with Nico Fernandez on second base. Henry will take strike 1. As he's ready here. Puerta sets up once again. Henry with the pitch. And it'll hit him. Henry doesn't even seem to be phased as now he is shuffling around. Didn't seem to affect him when it hit him though. Now he's really feeling it.
The first baseman, number 15, Jacob Bregman.
So now you got runners on first and second. And up, none other than primetime Jacob Bregman, number 15. First baseman, we can't stop talking about him up here. He's just a hitting machine. Let's see what he can do here with runners on first and second as Henry is recovering from that hit by pitch over on the first base line. Henry seems to be okay, so we will continue this inning as Puerta sets out here with 2 outs. Jacob Bregman up to hit. Runners on first and second. Let's see if they can score a run here. The pitch. Nice hit by Jacob Bregman right to Jason Rodriguez though. Bregman's just not going to be able to make it on time. That'll be out number 3. As we move on to the top of the 6th. Obano will once again return to the mound, and we will be right back. As Chandras concludes the throwdown, we now open up this inning. Leading off, number 9, the catcher, Fernie Verde. Let's see what Obando has up his sleeve here for this inning. As he begins to pitch here, it's fouled off. Chandras will be hitting the mitt. That'll be a catcher's interference. Fernie will take first base due to the catcher's interference.
Shortstop, number 15, David Nunez.
Now up for the Wolves, number 15, David Nepper. Top of the lineup here. Shortstop. He's got on multiple times today. Chandras seems to be doing fine after that impact there from that baseball bat. We've got runner on first here, no outs on Patriots field. Terra 6, Patriots 0. Obando checks back, but the runner is on first base. Pitch, Nepper shows bunt. It'll be fouled off though. That'll be strike one.
You have no idea how bad I want to be. That's how you go. They gave me a shot. Because I told them yo, like, I'm gonna be around. Like, oh well, if you can't do that, I'm like, you're not saying it's good for me actually. You don't. I want to go for July. And then when I saw Murphy when was listening to, we were talking. It's like, yo, I want you to.
Giancarlo Chandras giving signs to a play. As Nepper steps up to the plate here.
Yeah, marketing. Right, marketing owns right. But you know, if he was,
Checks again.
Exactly. But like if I'm not like I wasn't there before and I didn't leave for a really good reason. You know what I mean? Like,
Runner is safe.
have you met these guys? Have you met these guys? Do you know that walks around like him?
Yes, I can stand.
That's the key.
Nepper's ready.
Me and him go at it, and he uses that to his leverage, and he can make that move. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. The problem.
Obando sets.
He said that. Remember said that. He's like, that's like not starting a player who's getting a draft next year. You know what I mean? Of course, if he's here.
Nepper called time there. As Obando sets up once again. Jacob rushing. Obando checks. It appears he did not see the sign. And that'll be a balk. It appears there was a miscommunication in the infield.
Why would you do that? Now the song has no. I mean,
And Chris Bregman will go talk to the umpire to discuss that balk.
It went off in the middle of the game. Not once, twice.
Chandras, Bregman, and Obando are talking so that they stay on the same page here. As now the bunt defense play cannot be executed properly. Runner on second now. Nepper has one strike, no balls. 0 outs here in the top of the 6th. As Obando sets up once again. Runner on second here. Pinch runner for Fernie Verde, who's the catcher. Obando comes set. And the pitch. And he looks at the... Nepper shows bunt once again. It'll be foul though. 2 strikes. Obando's got him in a good position here. As Obando sets up once again. Nepper's ready to hit here. Daylight move. Vidal just creeps behind the runner there. Runner reacts with him though. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. That'll be 1-2 to Nepper.
He didn't throw a pitch under 95. He touched 103 times. Ball didn't matter. His slider is the most disgusting slider versus.
As Nepper sets up once again. Obando ready for the pitch. Here comes, he's getting the signs from Chandras as he comes set. Here's the pitch. Nepper just gets barrel on that ball. And it'll be a little blooper over second base. Keanu makes a nice throw home to defend. We got runners on first and third. So now up, number 1, Ian Labrador. center fielder for the Wolves. As we have first and third here with no outs. There we go. Chandras showing the play. Let's see if Obando and Jacob Bregman can be on the same page here. First and third here. Could be a possible early break. Try and bait Obando to throw to second. Obando checks him though. Making sure he stays there with a nice move. Runner. And Nepper will be kept there because of that foul ball. Strike one to Labrador. Obando sets once again. Here we go. Nepper's taking off. Chandras will fake the throw though. This is not going to do it today though. We have runners on second and third. Obando ready for the pitch once again as he sets up. The infield is playing shallow, wanting to force all runs at home out. There's the pitch. That'll be fouled off once again. Your count is now 1-2. You're in the top of the sixth. Your score is Terra 6, Florida Christian 0. As Obando comes set here. The pitch. Labrador will just miss it for strike 3. That's out number 1. Now up here for the Terra. Number 17, the pitcher, Juan Puerta. Obando ready once again. There's the pitch. Puerta will be behind it. That'll be swing and a miss. The ball was in the dirt. Strike 1 to Puerta. Obando sets up yet again. There's the pitch. That'll be in there, landing for strike 2. He's very ahead of the count right now. Puerta has to do something sooner. It'll be over, and that'll be on number 2. Runners on second and third here as the infield's playing very shallow. Puerta's ahead of it yet again. Obando kept him off balance there for strike 3. That'll be out number 2. Now up the left fielder, number 21, Damian Tamayo. As Tamayo comes up to the plate, he's got runners on second and third. And Obando with the pitch. That'll be outside corner, just missed though for ball 1. Tamayo's ready once again. Terra's got some speaking there, some talking. They're talking it up in their bench. That'll be ball 2 to Tamayo. A little low. Obando's got to keep it together here. Terra's starting to talk it up once again. There is a pitch. And that'll just paint the outside corner, but it'll be called for ball 3.
So if you just put on your, what do you have, DirecTV? Yeah. So if you log on to ESPN, if you log on to DirecTV, you'll get on ESPN. They'll ask you what you provide.
Now Obando will be once again set. There's the pitch, and it'll be low and outside. It's just not going to do it today. That'll be ball 4. The bases are now loaded. Giancarlo comes up to talk to him. Just keep him at ease there. Base is loaded here.
Number 12, Arturo Ormasa.
And now up, the first baseman, Arturo Ormasa, number 12. As the defense now changes shifts, they went from shallow infield to pretty deep. Middle infield is playing basically at the lip right now with bases loaded. 2 outs. Obando sets up here. The pitch. That'll be low for ball 1. Terra's really talking it up right now. Obando sets up the pitch. That's in there for strike number 1. 1-1 here with 2 outs in Patriots field. There's Obando with the pitch once again. That'll be low for ball 2. Aromasa's ready for it. There's the pitch. That just barely paints low, but it'll be called for ball number 3. If Chandras just sticks it a little bit more, he might be able to frame it for strike 2. Just didn't do it right now. Obando has to find another plan here as he rebounds. The pitch. Fouled off for strike 2. He's back in it. Obando has a very do-or-die chance right now, as bases are loaded with 2 outs here. 3-2. The runners are taking off, and it'll be fouled off yet again. Ormasa's not going down without a fight. He's not going to make it easy for Josh Obando here. In the top of the 6th. And Ormasa once again sets up. Obando is ready. Here's the pitch. The runners are taking off. Fouled off yet again. Practically in the same place as well. He's right on top of it. Ormasa yet again ready as he continues to defend on the plate. Obando sets up. Here's the pitch. The runners are taking off yet again, and it'll be a grounder to second base. Henry Fernandez looks like he's on it, though. That'll be out number 3 to Jacob Bregman. That concludes the top of the 6th as we move on to the bottom of the 6th. Score of the game is Terra 6, Patriots 0. As Puerta yet again comes out to pitch. This guy must have around 70 or 80 pitches, maybe more. But he's done a very good job of keeping the Patriots scoreless so far. Due up for your Patriots, Jacob Bregman, followed by Keanu Rodriguez and Javi Gorostola. There's the throw down to second as we commence this bottom of the half of the inning. opening the window so I can see a little better. Correction, Keanu Rodriguez is up to hit. The center fielder, number 3, Keanu Rodriguez. Let's see what he can do here. As he hit a damaging double in the first inning and followed up with a strikeout. Fouls off the first one, sky high. This is an aggressive lefty on the plate. That'll be called strike 1. So 0-1 to Keanu here. No outs. The bottom half of this inning here. And that'll be high and away for ball 2. Nowhere near the strike zone. Excuse me, ball 1. So the count is now 1-1 to Keanu. And here's the pitch from Puerta. That'll be low and in the dirt. Ball 2 to Keanu. Keanu's in no rush on the plate, waiting for his perfect pitch to do his job, just to absolutely smoke the ball. See what he can do here with the pitch. Just ahead of it though. Keanu off balance on that strike 2, swing and a miss. 2-2 to Keanu Rodriguez. Puerta's throwing a very good game right now. Here's the pitch. Keanu Rodriguez will get a hold of that one. It'll go foul though. Rodriguez is ready for the next pitch. As he comes up, due up, Javi Gorostola. Keanu ready for the pitch here. That'll be called strike 3 as he looks at it go by. So that's 2 strikeouts to his name today, as number 14, Javier Gorostola, comes up to bat. Gorostola seems calm and ready up there. 1 out here at Patriots Field as Puerta delivers. A nice curveball in the inside corner. That'll be called for strike 1. Doesn't seem to phase Javi. He sets up once again. 0-1 here. Javi pops it up. Looks like the third baseman's under it. And he will drop the ball. It'll be a fair ball. Javi takes first base.
Hey.
Those.
When you get out there to CBC, sir, you left the board by itself.
Those kinds of fly balls right there. Those got to be outs. Now up, number 11, Martin Gomez. These 3 right here, Keanu, Javi, and Martin, they're just monsters. Freaks of nature, some would say. Off-speed pitch landed before the plate there. That'll be called for ball 1. Javi Gorostola on first base.
You came here for balls, you left nothing.
I came here for a box of baseballs and I leave the balls of baseball.
That'll be low again for ball 2. Martin Gomez. He seems to be digging him a little bit early there. Puerta needs to bring the strike zone up, but you also do have to take into account the fact that he's been out there for 6 innings. He's thrown a tremendous game, and he's kept consistent velo. So here's the pitch from Puerta. That'll be just outside there for ball 3. Now you can really see Puerta's getting tired up there. He's 3 balls in a row here. So Martin Gomez is ready. Looks like he's going to be taking a strike. There's the pitch. It'll be in there for strike 1 though. As Martin is now ready with hitter's count. 3-1. 1 out here in Patriots Field. Gomez is ready here. Puerta sets up. He's with the pitch. That'll be in there for strike 2. Just painted that low outside corner. 3-2 to Martin Gomez. 1 out. Runner on first. Gorostola fortunately made it by the skin of his teeth. And that third baseman dropped the fly ball. Gomez here, the pitch. Fouled it off into the visitor's bullpen there. It's a beautiful night out here in Patriots Field. Just a great day for baseball. It's Gomez ready for the pitch. Puerta sets up the pitch. A nice off speed. That'll be ball 4 though. A little too close for comfort there.
Looks Gavin, right?
Pinch hitting for Nacer Sanchez. Number 20, Gavin Gonzalez. Puerta seems to be really drained out there. He's taking his time. Runners on first and second here. The pitch. High. That'll be ball 1. Though Puerta's tired, let me just say he is bringing the heat here in the 6th inning. Gavin takes ball 1 there. Now we'll see what he comes here with this. Swing and a miss for Gavin. Puerta blows it by him. That'll be 1-1 to Gavin Gonzalez here. Gavin Gonzalez fouls it off. That'll be 1-2 to Gavin. Gavin sets up once again. He is very ready for this pitch as Puerta comes, taking his time. There it is. Gavin Gonzalez strikes out as Puerta blows it by him. 2 outs here at Patriots Field. And now up, the catcher, number 24, Giancarlo Chandras.
The catcher, number 24, Giancarlo Chandras.
Chandras grounded out to shortstop and second earlier in the game. Let's see if this is any different here. Had a great game the other day against McCarthy. See if he can reflect that here. There's the pitch. And that'll be high and inside to Chandras. Puerta continues to just put it there. He's got 2 outs right now. Here's the pitch from Puerta. Chandras will swing and miss. That'll be strike 1. 1-1 to Giancarlo Chandras with 2 outs. As Puerta throws, Chandras just fouls it off for strike 2. Puerta has him ahead right now, 1-2. he has the advantage. Could hit him with an off-speed or a fastball. As we know, Puerta has a very nice velo on that fastball. Can just blow it by him at any time. And that'll be an off-speed, but he buried it. Gorostola will not take third. That'll be ball 2 to Giancarlo Chandras as he goes to talk to Coach Bregman. Puerta seems quite relieved by that little talk as he gets a chance to breathe. As Chandras steps up once again to hit. Got runners on first and second here. Let's see what Chandras can do. Puerta steps off, resets, and just keeps his composure there. Chandras is now ready. Let's see what tricks he's got up his sleeve here. Puerta comes set. And the pitch. Chandras sets a nice fly ball into right field. It looks like the right fielder is going to be right under it for out number 3 though. And that'll close out the 6th inning. We move on to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back. And we are back as Chandras is preparing for the throwdown here. Due up for the Terra Wolves, number 3, Carlos Nunez, followed by Giovanni Aracil and Jason Rodriguez.
Leading off, right fielder number 3, Carlos Nunez.
Leading off, number 3, Carlos Nunez, the right fielder. As Obando comes set here, the pitch. That'll be on the outside corner for strike 1. Obando once again coming from the windup. And as he comes set, there's a pitch. A nice off-speed pitch for strike 2. As it just lands in the zone. Nunez is ready for the next one. As he sets up here. The pitch to number 3. That'll be a dirt ball. Just barely scratched the surface. Chandras does a very good job there blocking that ball. It's a tough ball to block. It's got a lot of spin on it. And it looks like the visiting bullpen has some action right now. 1-2 to Nunez. As Obando comes set. Here's the pitch. Grounded to second base. Henry Fernandez is on it. Easy play to Jacob Bregman. That'll be out number 1. Now up for the Wolves, number 10, Johnny Aracil.
Third baseman, number 10, Giovanni Aracil.
The third baseman. Recently made an error. Let's see if he can make up for it here. A nice little hit over second. Here's the pitch. Swings at a ball way over his head. That'll be strike 1. Obando sets up. Here's the pitch. Fouls off yet again. That'll be strike 2. Obando's ready for the next one. So is Aracil. Here it comes. The pitch. Fouled off yet again. 0-2 with 1 out here at Patriots Field. Obando for it. Ready for it once again. Here's the pitch. That's a nice off speed. Just hangs low though for ball 1. One and 2 to Aracil. As Obando sets up for the pitch. A little dribbler to third base. Javi Gorostola's got it. Not going to be able to complete it though. Jacob Bregman will have to come off the bag. That looked more like shortstop's ball there. Seems like he would have had a better play on it. But Gorostola decided to dive. Nice play by him, but just wasn't able to finish. We got runner on first here. Now up, number 6, Jason Rodriguez, the second baseman. Obando sets with man on first base. The pitch. It's going to be outside for ball 1. Obando really seems to be hitting that outside corner. We've seen that all game from all the pitchers here at Florida Christian. And Puerta also has been hitting that corner very well. There's the pitch. Obando will nail strike 1 as Rodriguez will swing and miss. Ripper's ready for it here as he comes set. Checks him at first. He will be safe. The umpire is now saying that that is a balk. So Aracil will take second base due to that balk. Jason Rodriguez has 1 ball, 1 strike here in this at-bat with 1 out. Got runner on second as Obando comes set. That is his second balk of the night. There's the pitch. Jason with a nice liner. Martin Gomez will be right under it though to get the play. Nice throw too to Adrian Vidal. Aracil will not move from second base. With 2 outs, we have the catcher, number 9, Fernie Verde, up to bat. Fernie's got a runner on second right now. Has a chance to score here if he gets a nice piece. As Fernie calls time, Obando seems to be taking a little bit of a while there. Verde comes ready for this. Urbano comes set. Verde fouls it off. That'll be strike 1. 0-1 to Verde. 2 outs here at Patriots Field. The score is Terra 6, Patriots 0. Excuse me. There's the pitch. Urbano nails that inside corner for strike 2. Got runner on second here with 2 outs. Fernie can do something very damaging right now. Put another run on the board. As he calls time yet again. Bondo ready. Comes set. Here's the pitch. That'll be a nice chase pitch. Fernie will not go for it though. That'll be 1-2. So Zobando comes set here in the pitch. It's high. Fernie just pulls out. And your count is now 2-2 with 2 outs. And Obando yet again ready. Comes set here. The pitch. And that'll be low and outside. Just not nailing his zone right now. He's hit everywhere but the strike zone in these patch 3 pitches. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here. Obando seems calm and collective up there as Fernie calls time yet again. Ripper comes set. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike 3. He's out of there. That's a way to end the inning. Now we move on to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Patriots here. They may be able to tie it up. Let's see what happens. Due up for your Patriots, Adrian Vidal, followed by Nico Fernandez and Henry Fernandez. Puerta is yet again on the mound. I'm assuming that they want him to finish the game.
Alright, who's leading it off for the good guys?
Patriots got to find a way out of this one. Let's see what they do here. Adrian Vidal is your leadoff here. 6-0 is the score. Terra is winning. See if the Patriots can change that though. Now up, number 2, Adrian Vidal. One of the best defensive players I've seen in a long time. Just some very nice hands there at shortstop. Let's see what he can do here in this last inning. Puerta has given up 5 hits so far, but no runs, as that'll land high and outside corner for ball 1. Dahl has a 1-0 count so far. Let's see what he can do here. The pitch. just misses it. But that blows it by him for the swing and the miss. Strike one. 1-1 to Vidal. As he's ready here. See what this guy can do here. But that misses on the low and outside corner. That'll be called ball 2. 2-1 to Vidal. No outs. Puerta with the pitch. Swing and miss. Blows it by him yet again. Vidal needs a plan B here. He's down 2-2. They cannot afford a strikeout right now. There it is. Nice grounder. And it'll bleed through. That's how every rally starts here. As the first baseman cannot get his hands on that one. So we have a runner on first. And Nico Fernandez will come up to hit. Nico Fernandez previously struck out and got a nice double. Because he was very aggressive on the bases. Now is the time to do something great. Let's see what he can do. The pitch. Nice line drive, but it'll be right to the shortstop. And Vidal will hurry back to first base. That was a beautiful liner right there.
Second baseman, number 9, Adrian Fernandez.
Now up, the leadoff, number 9, Henry Fernandez. Henry, another all-around phenomenal player. Just a great defender, I should say. Puerta with the pitch. That'll be called outside for strike one. Henry's a very good leadoff hitter. Finds a way on base a lot of the times. Almost every time, I should say. And let's see what he can do here. With runner on first. The pitch. Fouls it off there. That'll be strike two to Henry. That's 0-2 to Henry Fernandez with one out here at Patriots Field. We got runner on first. And Juan Puerta has thrown a phenomenal game so far, leaving the Patriots scoreless. Like, that could change. Loose ball. But Vidal will not commit to second. That'll be ball one to Henry Fernandez. 1-2. One out. Puerta sets up once again. There it is, Henry. Nice chopper to shortstop. They're going to try to turn it. Nope. They are going to get it at first base. Just barely, though. Bang, bang play at first base. Got to hand it to him. That's a good play. That'll be 2 outs. Runner at second. Jacob Bregman up. Jacob Bregman. Here it is. Fouls it off his own leg. That'll be strike one. Jacob's had a pretty good day so far. He has a single and a walk. See if he can continue that rally here. See what he can do here. Pitch. That'll be in there, nailing the outside corner for strike two. Puerta throwing a great game so far. As Jacob Bregman sets up, Puerta sets up as well. Here's the pitch. Jacob Bregman fouls it off. He's not letting him take this game so easily. He's going to make him work for it. Bregman ready to get on base at all costs here. He fouls that one off. Puerta sets up. Here's the pitch. And that'll be up and away for ball 1. Jacob Bregman ready to do something great right now. Let's see what he can commit to. Here's the pitch from Puertas. That'll be a nice chopper right to second base. But Puertas will finish the game. And that'll be it here at Patriots Field. Final score, Patriots 6, Terra 6, Florida Christian Patriots 0. Terra Puertas threw an amazing game there. You know, nothing you could do. He held them scoreless throughout the entire game. But thank you to all those who tuned in. Have a safe night. Thank you to all those who tuned in from Terra. And good night.